Mandela L in the house. Aquagana. Bitcoin ballin'. Bring it to you raw. Here we go. Here we go. Bitcoin ballin', gonna chat callin'. What you need, baby, I got you. Bitcoin ballin', Aqua we all in. It's our time. No more sleeping.
What's up, crypto fam? How you guys doing? I got a wild number of emotions running through me. I'm nervous. I'm sad for the people that lost a crap load of money. I'm also pissed. I'm pissed. And I will explain all my emotions as we go through the show. But regardless, welcome to Sin City Crypto Live. We are coming at you from our studio in Sin City, Nevada. I am one of your co-hosts, David. Before we start into the content, quick disclaimer, we are not financial advisors. Please do your own research. Also, we don't just do live streams here. We also do deep dives. We just released our Cardano deep dive this morning, about 2.5 hours ago. After the live, please make sure you go check it out. Support the channel, like the video, comment, share with your friends, your family, your dog. I don't care. Just share it. Also, if you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. Like this video so more people can come into our stream and we can open up the club for our Vegas party once we hit 30 viewers. And then finally, ping that notification bell. With that being said, you might seem a little different today like yesterday, but good news today is Robin's not going to patch in. We've completely blocked him out of our software. So we have your co-host, my favorite co-host, Eddie Wasa.
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today? How you feeling today, David? I know you said you're going through mixed emotions, but...
Mixed emotions, bro.
I've been talking all morning with Rocco here as well.
Yes.
And
we've been
be
talking.
A good show. It's been going to be a good show. We
there
all feel
is
good.
so... I told Robin, and this is not his fault. I said, Robin... This was the worst timing on your end because these last 2 days have literally been the most, like, you can say a black swan event, but like one of the most important moments that we've seen in crypto over the last 2-3 years, you can say. And so unfortunately, Robin won't be with us, but he'll be back tomorrow. All jokes aside, we miss you, Robin. We hope you're having a good time with your kids.
Yes, we miss you, Robin.
But I still love you, even though you won't say it back. But I love Eddie more, so I just want to get that out of the way.
So how are the markets looking right now?
Man. So, okay. So if you missed what happened, Terra Luna ecosystem just absolutely crumbled. And before I get into the market in general, before we get into what the traditional markets are doing and the hot take and all that stuff, we have to talk about what in the hell happened. There's rumors, there's speculation, there's conspiracies, and we're going to cover it all today. The first conspiracy we're going to talk about is this. If you want to pull up my my laptop, Rocco. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the chat. Yes, thank you. Eddie, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Do
Shout out to the chat. I didn't forget about you guys. Sorry.
You did forget about it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Stereo 2. Rocco, what's
right
up?
here.
How you doing?
What's going on, guys? Happy to be here.
First one here. Why You Loud? Rokiyoshi Talks. Who else do we got? Olga. Hi, Olga. Daniel, Russell, DFib. They're on time today. Russell and DFib. We noticed. Who else we got? Chef Murder. What's up, man? Sean. Sean will be the last one here for right now. Will Mantra.
Our friend Will.
I didn't see you. Sorry, Will. Sorry, Will. Sorry.
Will, I apologize on behalf of Eddie. Won't happen again.
I can't read sometimes.
Yeah, him and our number 2 co-hosts apparently have a hard time reading, so we're gonna put him through some literacy classes. All right, so let's pull up the laptop. Let's see. So this was a tweet from one of our favorites, Mr. Charles Hoskinson, and I'm gonna read it in its entirety. Okay. So it says, "Here's what the word on the street on Luna: BlackRock and Citadel borrowed 100,000 Bitcoin, not $100,000, 100,000 Bitcoin from Gemini. It appears in their loan book. They swapped 25K of that into UST. This was all done quietly in the anticipation of the attack. When the time was right, they called up Do Kwon at Terra and said they wanted to sell a lot of BTC for UST. As it was a large trade, they told him they didn't want to move the market and asked if he would like to buy their large block of Bitcoin at a discount for UST. Do Kwon took the bait. He gave them a huge chunk of UST, thus lowering the UST liquidity significantly. At that point, BlackRock and Citadel dumped all of their Bitcoin in UST, causing massive slippage and triggering a cascade of forced selling in both assets. The real problem was BlackRock and Citadel knew that Anchor, which holds a lot of Luna, was a Ponzi scheme. It goes on to say they offered 20% staking for Christ's sake. And this crash would trigger more withdrawals than Anchor can repay. A bank run, some say. These forced withdrawals and selling would trigger a massive sell-off in Luna, thus further breaking the $1 peg and wrecking the market further. BlackRock and Citadel can now buy the Bitcoin back cheaply to repay the loan and pocket the difference, which is set to be north of $900 million. Meanwhile, billions of longs and Bitcoin VARs were wiped out. This was pure market manipulation. And I want to kind of build on this. One speculation, again, Citadel, and, Rand Newer was one of the hosts on Crypto Banter. He said, this seems highly plausible given their anti-Bitcoin stance. Also, when Do Kwon publicized they would protect the peg at certain levels, it was an invitation to attack. Wall Street are experts at this. Here's a breakdown. Again, just a little more numbers, a little less text. I'll leave this up here for a couple seconds if you guys want to read that. So, Eddie.
Yes, sir.
What do you make of all this?
It's an inside job.
Is this an inside job?
It's an inside job, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Someone knew what they were doing, and
someone knew what they're doing.
No, I mean like BlackRock.
No. I'm saying I agree with you.
Like someone knew what they were doing, and like it was purposely happened. It's an inside job. I don't know if it's going to recover. It doesn't look like it is. But like me and Rocco were talking, I don't think your average investor is going to invest in Terra Luna. It's going to be someone who's going to take a risk and knows what they're doing. But it's been scary times for a while now, and I don't think anyone's going to mess with that project for a while. And I don't blame them,
Yeah, I mean, I have a few theories about this. But first, I want to share a super cool tweet with you guys, all right? So November 25th, 2021, Rocco, if you want to pull up my laptop. An anon by the name of Freddie Reynolds tweeted this, November 25th, 2021. A few weeks ago, I responded to TBR90's tweet with a brief outline of how a wealthy attacker could not only break Terra money, but profit heavily doing it with a George Soros-style Black Wednesday attack. And what he's referring to is in '94 when George Soros single-handedly brought down the British pound. And he did it in a similar way that happened with Terra. And to which Do Kwon, 3 days after, remember, this was 6-7 months ago, said probably the most, quote, what he said, retarded thread I've read this decade. Silence is a perfectly acceptable option if stupid. Billionaires in my following, go ahead, see what happens. Go ahead, see what happens. Well, guess what, Do Kwon? They went ahead and we see what happened. And your investors, your people who follow you, who trusted you, they lost their tails. And this is, I'm sad for the people who lost a lot of money on Terra Luna. It was a top 10 project. We've talked about Terra Luna on this channel, talked about the promise of it. Now, of course, no one can forecast what's going to happen in the future. We're not developers here. We can't go into the UST code and see how it's coded, how it would affect if there was a bank run on UST. But I don't know. I feel like he just got too into himself. He got too cocky. And just everything went so fast that there was a weakness and people found it. And I'm going to go back to the Charles tweet. Someone responded to the tweet he put out. Someone responded, if this is true, shouldn't BlackRock and Citadel be held accountable? He said it's called trading. Yeah. Taking advantage of weak markets and bad protocols isn't necessarily illegal.
Yeah, it's not illegal.
And then one guy said, you're validating this without knowing the veracity. And then Charles responded, feels about right. The way and velocity that Luna collapsed smells of a short play like this. Truth will come out eventually.
No.
Now, we have a couple theories here on Sin City Crypto. We have a theory that the government might be involved, right? And thanks to Rocco for finding this info. Rocco, you want to go ahead and share this info with our crypto fam?
Yeah, let's do
We'll
that.
kind of expand on it. So this is pretty interesting stuff, guys.
Okay, we're gonna go to zoom on this one. So see if you can see it.
Oh, that's my.
That's yours. Let me see if I can get the other one. Where is it? Just a second. Give me a second. Find the article. There we go. I found it. There we go. This is the one I want to show you guys.
Yeah, read it out loud for us, please.
All right. So this is the pretty much a Wikipedia and then BlackRock. What they did. But if you scroll down, and I kind of like this part. Where it says the U.S. government contracted with BlackRock to help resolve the fallout of the financial meltdown in 2008. According to Vanity Fair, the financial establishment in Washington and on Wall Street believed that BlackRock was the best choice for the job. The Federal Reserve allowed BlackRock to superintend the under $30 billion debt settlement of Bear Stearns and American International Group. Now, in 2009, BlackRock will become the first #1 asset manager worldwide.
So,
coincidence?
2008, the financial meltdown. The Fed goes to BlackRock and says, hey, help us out. Bail this company out. BlackRock bails them out. A year later, they become the #1 asset manager in the world. Here's another interesting take. BlackRock, if you remember, and if you've been watching our show, recently invested heavily into USDC, which is Circle's stablecoin. Now, this might be a conspiracy, and this might sound outlandish to you, but hear me out. What if the government was in on this with BlackRock?
No, absolutely.
What if the government knew this was going to happen? Hold on, man. What if the government knew this was going to happen? They said, listen, we need to push to the side of legislation for stablecoins. We don't want algorithmic stablecoins. We want a CBDC. And what better way to put fear into people's minds than for them to lose money? And then now you have this blanket paper where you can write anything you want. You'll get no pushback from the rest of Congress. And BlackRock gets what they want. USDC will come to the forefront. The government will get what they want. They'll push for a CBDC and they'll regulate the crap out of stablecoins. And that's, I mean, is that too far-fetched, Eddie? Do you think that's too far-fetched?
No, not at all.
You
they have nothing else
you
to
think
do.
the
They have
U.S.
nothing else to do
government...
better. They have nothing better to do.
You think that, okay, at the very least, you think they knew this was going to happen and they like just turned a blind eye?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Rocco, what do
So
you
you think the question is if they knew that this is going to happen, or
saying-
the question is they planned it?
Okay, at the very least, they knew. And it's like BlackRock goes to the U.S. government and says, hey, here's our plan. We're going to do this. And instead of saying, well, no, people are going to lose a lot of money. What do you think? They're like, we didn't hear anything. Or I don't know what you're talking about. At the very least, right? If not, say, hey, BlackRock, why don't you go ahead and do this for us real quick? Because they have the money, right? When you come out and say, we will back the peg at a certain level, when you come out and say, hey, we have $3 billion in reserves to back the peg, well, guess what? $3 billion is a drop in the bucket for a asset management firm like BlackRock.
What are they? 10.1 trillion?
Over $10 trillion in assets under management.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that's all the capital they have on hand.
Yeah.
But $3 billion is nothing. That's like $300 to us. It's nothing. So Do Kwon goes out and says, let him try. Well, guess what? That was an invitation. They tried. They broke your entire ecosystem. They broke Anchor Protocol. They broke UST. And hear me out on this, okay? They take the loan on Bitcoin at 35K. At the same time, they open a short position on Bitcoin because they know they're going to dump it. They go, Do Kwon, here's Bitcoin off the market. We'll buy UST. Now they have 75,000 Bitcoin and let's say 25,000 UST. Let's just say, right? They dump them at the same time. Now they're making money on their Bitcoin short. The UST is depegging. And on top of that, when they go back, they can go back in and buy Bitcoin at 30K. So they can arbitrage that $4,000 level right there. Now, another conspiracy.
Yeah.
If BlackRock wanted to, they can prop up Terra again. Imagine this. You have a former top 10 DeFi, just crypto project in general, $115, just what, 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago. You tank the price, you get retail out, you go back in and you buy it up. You can literally spend $1 billion and buy all Terra coins.
That sounds just like a Wall Street by the book.
And you know, I forget which YouTuber it was, but they talked about this. We wanted Wall Street money in. Well, this is what Wall Street does.
That's it.
This is what Wall Street does. Here's the difference, though. Okay, so the reason UST completely fell apart, it was under collateralized. When they were offering 20% APY on their stablecoin, and you look at what are the other companies offering? 8%, 4%, 20%. How are they doing it? They're not taking money out of their pocket and putting it in yours. It was under collateralized. And in a bull market, it's fine. But when you have a bank run, you compare bank runs from when 2008 happened to what happened here at Terra Luna, okay? 2008 bank run happened. What a bank run is essentially, let me backtrack. So there's something called fractional banking. If there's $100 million deposited into a bank, there's a certain percentage they have to meet. It's never 100%. Let's say it's 20%. So now out of the 100 million deposits they receive, they only have to hold $20 million in their reserves in their bank. What happens when a bank run happens and everyone floods to take their money out, there's not going to be enough money to pass around to everyone. So what happens? The central bank, the federal government steps in and they bail them out, or they halt, or they put limitations on withdrawals. Well, guess what? In the world of decentralized finance, there is no government, there is no central bank to back us up. Because if this happened on Wall Street, if there was a run on BlackRock, you better believe there would be stopgaps in place, the federal government would step in, the freaking IMF would step in. But here's the downfall to being decentralized. You don't have daddy behind you to prop you up. And so as UST is crashing, as Do Kwon is trying to get these exchanges to halt withdrawals and dumping of UST, by the time you try to coordinate all that, it's over. It's over.
So right? Are you asking for regulation? Oh.
Okay. I said I was nervous, and I'm nervous because of regulation.
Okay.
I think regulation is needed. I think if you say you're one-to-one peg, be one-to-one peg. Right? Yeah. And so if there's regulation overseeing that, fine. But my worry, man, is, again, I don't trust our politicians. I don't trust our government. I don't trust Congress. I don't trust them. So they're going to take this and they're going to absolutely run with it. Don't be surprised if every single stablecoin outside of USDC will be cast aside. Will be cast aside.
What about Cardano? The new
good point. So
stablecoin.
Okay, so that's actually a good point. So Cardano, their stablecoin JED, is also an algorithmic stablecoin, and their testnet is live.
But do you think people will trust it because of Cardano's track record, or do you think it's going to be like more 50-50 of what's going on right now?
That's a good question, bro. They're going to have to do a lot of PR and marketing. But here's the good news. I was listening to Charles this morning on Twitter Spaces. JED is way over collateralized. It's collateralized 8-to-1. Okay. 8-to-1. And it's spread out in different baskets of assets, dollars, bonds, whatever the case may be. Other cryptos, Bitcoin, whatever the case may be.
So you're saying Cardano's doing it right if they do it?
Correct. But I don't care if you're freaking, I don't know, Muhammad Ali telling people, hey, I'll train. Like, when something like this happens, people get freaked out. They don't care. You got your blinders on now. So you even mentioned algorithm and stablecoin. People are going to be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. So it's going to take time. And they're going to have to restore trust into people. And it just sucks because it was such a cool concept. And then here we go. A company comes in, a founder comes in and just completely destroys it. And it ruins for everyone else. It's like that one kid that won't shut up during the test, and now the teacher makes everyone take the test at a different time. So it's not good. But if I were to bet on an algorithmic stablecoin, I would bet and please, this is not financial advice. I'm not saying go buy it, especially right now. But I'm saying if I were to say, okay, I'm going to trust this one person or this one company, it would be Cardano. And here's what you got to realize too. Like Charles's background, he's a mathematician. So, and he talked about, we've ran through these scenarios multiple times. If one side fails, what would happen? How would an alternate kick in? What would happen to the price? What would we do if there was a run on the stablecoin? What would we do if the liquidity went away on one side? So they have all these things. But again, like I said, it's all about sentiment, right? People make decisions based on emotions. Yeah. Right now, people are emotional. They're sick to their stomach. Can you imagine buying Luna at $80, spending $8,000, and now you wake up to what? $500, $200? It's sad, man. And that's where my sadness comes in. Like, if you're holding Luna, I am so sorry. It is messed up. That is why. And I'm not trying to like say, oh, you know, we told you so, or people told you so. No. But that is why, like, the whole thing of never invest what you're not willing to lose comes into play. Because you never know what can happen. Did anyone expect Bear Stearns to just completely collapse? No.
Yeah, but this stuff is rigged. I mean, if you invest in something and then say, okay, there is a chance it goes down 20%, maybe something up and a CEO gets fired. I'm talking about stocks or whatever. You always have an idea. But these things went 93% down.
It was up to 98% down.
So
it got under $1. Terra Luna got under $1.
So it's not a reason.
What is that now? Like $2?
It's a rag pull.
It's at $2.
It's not a rag pull. I mean, why not?
Would you invest in it right now? Not financial advice.
Would I invest in it right now?
Yeah, would you invest in it? Yeah.
Invest?
To be very transparent, I put in $300 into Terra this morning. But for me,
it's a chance.
That 300 is burned. It's gone. Yeah, I didn't even add that to my portfolio. Yeah. That's just me saying you never know what can happen.
It's a gamble.
It is 100% a gamble. And please, I'm not telling you to go do this. But you look at risk to reward, and for me, the risk outweighed the reward outweighed the risk. It might not be the same for you. So please, always find your own comfort zone and don't ever do something that other people are doing just because they're doing it. Never do that. Always go with your own gut, go with your own instincts, your own research, and just kind of, so that's what I would do. But yeah, so, I bought 100 Luna tokens for like $280. I'm like, all right, if it gets to $8, almost triple my money. So it was worth the reward. It was worth the risk. But I think Terra Luna's ecosystem is just done. And here's one of the reasons why. So Do Kwon finally tweeted at 3 in the morning today. If you want to pull up my laptop, Rocket. Dear Terra community, I understand the last 72 hours have been extremely tough on all of you. Know that I am resolved to work with every one of you to weather this crisis, and we will build our way out of this together. And then he talks about how the peg works. Not going to go over that. Before anything else, the only path forward will be to absorb the stablecoin supply that wants to exit UST, so UST can start repegging. There's no way around this, so here's what they're planning on doing. They endorsed a community proposal to increase the base pool from 50 million to 100 million and decrease the pool recovery block from 36 to 18. This will increase minting capacity from 293 million to 1,200 million. So as UST is being dumped, they are going to create more Terra and provide that liquidity on these liquidity pools. So that should stabilize the price of UST. And here's an interesting thing. You got to remember, with every UST minted, same amount of Terra is burned, value-wise. So you're going to get an influx of UST minted. You're going to get an influx of Terra Luna that's being burned. Could someone with a crap load of money say, hey, I see this as a good opportunity? I don't know. But still very, very, very risky. And there was one more I wanted to read. Here we go. And this is a little worrisome to me, right? Because it's not really a stroke of confidence from Do Kwon. The Terra ecosystem is one of the most vibrant in the crypto industry, with hundreds of passionate teams building category-defining applications within. As long as these builders, TFL among them, continue to build, we will come out of this together. As long as they keep building. Well, put your dev hat on. If you're a dev, if you are, if you have investors, right? You have massive investors. You have BNY Mellon, Citibank, BlackRock, whatever the case may be. And now they invested in your project, and you were planning on building on Terra Luna's ecosystem. Now they're going to come at you and say, hey, yeah, we don't know about this. Why don't you look into Ethereum? Or why don't you look into Binance? Why don't you look into Cardano? We all know if we don't keep our investors happy, never bite the hand that feeds your mouth, that's what's going to happen. So he's essentially what Do Kwon did, which makes sense. It's, you know, just not a big vote of confidence, right? And it's towards the end of his thread. If they keep building, we'll survive. So what happens if they stop building? They won't survive. And now he has an out to say, hey, guys, they stopped building. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, seems like a reach. Seems like pointing fingers.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So T-Fib said it. When there's blood in the streets, go shopping. Make sure you wear a poncho first or an umbrella or something. This is bleeding from the skies. So, man, just a lot to talk about with Terra Luna. Is it dead? Oh, man. When you lose the trust of investors, it is so hard to regain that trust. You know, it's like, you know, you're in a relationship, one person cheats, and you say, oh, okay, I forgive you. But really, every decision that other person makes who cheated, you question it. You're not ever all in again. You don't believe like you used to. And the same thing with this. You lose trust. You lose retail investors' trust. There's so many other projects people can invest in. Why take a gamble with Terra Luna, right? So that's my thoughts. You guys got anything to add to this?
Yeah, I just heard, I can hear the doorbell ringing. I think it's Gary. It's Gary knocking at the
gun.
Gary is knocking. I think they're going to come out very strong with this excuse, which probably they prefabricated, and see what happens.
Get ready, guys. Get ready for a lot of regulation talks. It's going to spook the markets. I mean, today, we should have opened up with inflation, and that's like the third thing on the dock for today. So a lot happening today. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like the video, hit the notification bell.
Bitcoin is at 29,000.
All right, I guess I have to do that. I didn't want to do that yet, but I guess I'll go through it now.
You had to do that.
All right, let's see what the markets are doing here, guys. Let's pull up my laptop, Mr. Producer, please. Yes, Bitcoin at 29.9. Let us look at our chart and see where we are on this long-term, ginormous. Yeah, guys, look. It's gotten rejected. If this holds, this would have been the second time it's bounced off the support. Now you got to remember, okay? Think of it this way: if you're one person and you're trying to knock over a door, bump into that door head first. You don't get it. Ow, that hurts. I'll try again. Do it again. Ow, that hurts. You might try a third time, but you better believe you're not trying a fourth time. And that is the theory and the sentiment behind market tops, double tops, triple tops, and the same double bottom, triple bottom. In this case, the bears are trying to push the price down under 29,000, which is the major support for Bitcoin right now. And they failed 2 days ago. They're trying again right now. And if they fail, chances are they're probably not going to try again. And here's the other story it tells. It just tells you there's a shitload of buyers that are buying Bitcoin under 30K. There's a lot of buy orders at 29,000. So extremely bullish for Bitcoin. I would have assumed, okay, and if this was 3-4 years ago, if this happened, Bitcoin would have completely
crashed. Yeah,
tanked. And we posted this on our Twitter, which, by the way, let me go ahead and pull that up right now. Let me pull up our Twitter.
And do you think Michael Saylor bought today?
I think he's out of money, bro. The man literally, I think he's running out of money. But so we tweeted out yesterday, will we see Bitcoin dominance over or under 55% at the end of this bear market? 53% of you, so almost 50-50 said over. And Bitcoin dominance is currently sitting at 43.7%. If I scroll down here, guys. No. Okay, I guess I can't see the chart here. But up here. Bitcoin dominance, 43.7%. ETH dominance, over 20%. So what is that telling us? People are moving their money out of these other alts, and they're moving it into Bitcoin, as they should, as we talk about all the time. we had a community member comment on one of our videos. Why don't you guys tweet out some low caps? And my response was, why tweet out low caps when you have massive discounts on the top projects? Why tweet out a low cap and give and expose our community to unnecessary risk when you can buy Bitcoin at 50% off its all-time high, more than 50% off its all-time high, or Ethereum, more than 50% off its all-time high, which we know with certainty because of our research and because we believe in the space that those two are not going anywhere. Bitcoin is not going to zero. Ethereum is not going to zero.
Yeah.
It's not happening. So
I haven't looked at any other coin except Ethereum and Bitcoin like for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. And so we talk about this all the time. And like my strategy is I'm keeping 2 of my favorite mid to low cap coins that I believe in long term. Everything else is going to ETH, Bitcoin, and ADA. That's it. That's it. Especially after what happened with Terra Luna. I mean, could the same happen with Solana? But obviously not with their stable coins. I don't think they have one. Possibly, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Follow the money, right? The money is obviously flowing into Bitcoin, right? The dominance was around 41% 2-3 days ago. It's jumped up almost 3%, which is a lot. That means 3% of the total market cap of the 3% of 1.3 trillion went into Bitcoin. So that's what we talk about all the time. That's why we say you don't want to have your money in definitely not low cap, not mid cap, and even some large caps, as we see with Terra Luna, could still be risky.
Yo, how many people are in the...
Oh, we opened up the club, baby. We opened... Rock and roll the music, baby. We are at 31 viewers. We hit 31. I saw it.
Okay, hold on.
We opening up the club. We opening up without Robin, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, we don't need Robin, bro.
Who needs Robin?
That's why we opened up.
Wait, who's Robin, man?
Who's Robin?
Who's Robin? You did? Man, Robin, go take a shower, bro. Go take a dip.
Go get a crypto bounce just like David needs a hair.
Where's the music at? It's playing? Man, we opening up the club. You know what, Eddie? You know, you said yesterday you did about $50.
Yeah.
There we
I'll
go.
match that. Let's give away 100. Let's give away $100. All right.
Oh, wow.
We are giving away $100 of Bitcoin to one. Okay, here
No,
I
we'll
want
do
the,
two. We'll do two. 50
I want the
and
chat.
50.
Okay, hold on. But last time we did that, the second person never responded. So,
Okay.
chat. If you guys want one person to win $100, put a 1. If you want 2 people to win $50, put a 2. And in about 5 minutes, Rocco will take the tally, and we will go accordingly. But if you're new, what we just did, we opened up the club in Vegas. There's 2 things we do good: gamble and clubs, and VIP services, and get rid of Robin. But we open up the club. It's our way of giving back to our community. So we hit 30 viewers. We open up the club. We'll give away free Bitcoin. So today, $100. We'll see what the community
What
wants.
did you say? One?
1 for 1 person, $100.
And 2
2
for
for 2
2.
people, 50.
All right.
Yeah, so pretty easy. One person, two people. All right. Now here's the other thing. Okay, so Bitcoin 29.8. Let me kind of refresh this again. Yeah, Bitcoin 29.8, ETH 21.84. Now there's a lot of speculation on the ETH merge, pumping up the price of Ethereum. Now I know Robin is not a fan. He thinks this ETH merge is completely overhyped. And I don't know. I definitely think there's going to be some rally behind it as we get closer, but they keep moving the finish line back. So
at 2,100.
ETH, yeah. Guys, you got to remember with something like ETH, there is so much utility. It is deflationary. Ginormous. I mean, it's been around. It's been through 2 bear markets. This will be the 3rd.
And guys, it pretty much is in number 2. So
Number 2?
2 winners, so we can split.
All right.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna have to create the link. Robin, if you're watching,
Create
will
the
you
link.
create the link and will you please post it to the chat? If not, I will do it when I have a second. Thank you very much, my friend. Damn it, I didn't want to use him at all today. She's gonna be like, see, you guys can't do anything without me. We love you, Robin. Kisses. All right, and then you have BNB $277, XRP under 45 cents, ADA at 56 cents. Solana $52. Doge still in the top 10. Now, as far as UST, we are still under 70 cents. Dropped all the way down to 40 cents.
Okay, how much is SHIB?
Actually, what?
Shiba Inu.
You like SHIB? You got the SHIB.
No, it's not. It's not because I like it or I don't like it. There is just the concept that, after you get rug pull but a stable coin and you have all these hate on SHIB, so which is today the meme coin?
Oh, that's an interesting take.
I know that's
Our producer wants to know what's really the meme coin. Was it the stable coin or was it an actual Shiba Inu meme coin?
So because people have a confidence, to go to a stable coin. So it's a stable coin, so it will never go down. And now SHIB is a meme coin. Oh, that's just a shit coin. And so who's the shit coin now? Ooh, wah, wah.
Yeah, it's
bad.
SHIB or shit?
SHIB.
Oh.
Shit.
Brokiyoshi brought up a good point.
No intentional point.
Brokiyoshi brought up a good point. Eddie, do you have any? Do you have a story to tell while I create this link? Because it doesn't seem like Robin's in here.
No, I do not.
Useless.
Yeah, I don't.
It's okay, guys.
I can
We'll
tell
create
her.
it. Don't worry. Hang in there. Give me.
Robin's trying to do it. Don't worry, bro.
Oh, he's texting you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, Robin to the rescue. I'm still Batman. All right. Again, so back to UST, 68 cents. We dropped all the way down to freaking 30 cents. This was at a little past midnight. Disgusting. But look, here's the thing. Look, if you look at it from just a technical analysis standpoint, we bottomed out at hold on.
It looks like the mountain.
We bottomed out twice. We had a double bottom here at 30 cents. And you could have bought 30 cents, sold at 50 cents, made 20 cents per coin.
That's crazy.
There's definitely people that made money. Anchor is definitely done, in my opinion. That name is now tied to the term Ponzi scheme, which is never good. Again, trust, very important here. You lose trust, you lose it all. And it takes forever, if not never, to regain that trust. Let's look where Terra Luna is. Where are you, Terra Luna? Where did you slip to, my friend? Outside the top 20. You are currently sitting at number 37. Down 97% in 7 days. 93% just today, over the last 24 hours. This is rough, guys. Again, for those of you that have a bag of Terra Luna, I am so sorry, especially if your price point was over 50, 60 bucks. I feel your pain. I've been through multiple projects where I've invested a lot of money in, and I've lost it. I've watched it just deteriorate in front of my eyes, and it's sad. It's frustrating. You get angry, but I'll tell you this: the sun will always shine, right? The sun goes down on your portfolio. The sun's got to come up the next day. Now, in this case, it's not going to be the next day, but you stay in the markets long enough, right? It's not about timing. It's about time in the market. Stay in the market, and as long as you learn from your mistakes, right? Every bad investment decision I made, I went through and I combed through my thought process. What research did I look at? Where did I get my info from? Was it reliable? What could I have done different? And I take note of all that, and I say, okay, so this is what I'm going to change. And then you bam, and then bam, and then bam, and then bam. And then next thing you know, you start making more sound investments. And as long as you keep your time in the market high, you stay in the market for a long period of time, you will not only regain what you've lost on Terra Luna, but you will make so much more. So stay hopeful, guys. I feel bad for you. I've been in your shoes. Trust me, I feel your pain. We got your back. We love you guys. That's all I got to say.
Can I ask you something? You want to pull up the crypto bubbles and just to see if there is any project that is in the green?
Yeah, I didn't pull up crypto bubbles, but here's what I'll do. I'll
because it has to be a winner, and I was looking. There is
MakerDAO. MakerDAO is up 10%.
Exactly, Maker is up 10%, right?
Maker is it issues stable coins.
Maker.
Yeah, Maker governance token of the Maker protocol. ETH. Okay, there we go. Issues and manages DAI stablecoin.
Yeah.
So DAI is what Coinbase pays out interest on as far as stablecoin. So this is pretty big. But here's what I thought was interesting. let's look at another algorithmic stable coin, and let's see what they're doing. So let's go to USDN, right? The neutrino. I believe this is the Waves algorithmic stable coin. It's also depegged. It's at 87.
And I think Wave is up too. Let me check.
And Waves is up or down?
I think it's up. No, it's down.
Yeah, Waves is down.
It's down.
So here's another algorithmic stable coin that tanked and obviously spooked the market with UST. There's going to be a run on all algorithmic stable coins. Let's just be honest here, right? And I'm telling you, the word algorithm and stable coin, if they're anywhere near each other in a sentence, people are going to run away. So just be prepared for that. In my opinion, the most secure stable coin is USDC. Or you can always just hold it in cash. Because on these centralized exchanges, your cash is protected by FDIC. Your crypto, including stable coins, are not. So that's a good thing to always keep in mind as well. Eddie.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're an investor. Would you ever invest in an algorithmic stablecoin again?
No, I don't feel comfortable at all. Even the thought of it is just...
Does it make you want to throw up? Okay, now...
I don't like to say that, but yeah, I'd rather invest in other things at this point that I know are more consistent and more reliable than that, for sure.
Is there anything that would change your mind? Is it just longevity? Like, do you want to see it work?
I would have to see. Yeah, I would have to see it to believe it.
What's your time horizon? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years?
No, like 2-3 years. 3 years. Yeah, for sure. Especially now, like the last 2 years have been rough, and I think probably the next year or so we're gonna finally see what's the aftermath of everything that's been going on for the last 2.5 years or so. Yeah. So I think the next year will definitely determine what's going to happen in the long run.
Yeah, there's just so much going on in my mind. I'm trying to look at the chat.
I'm just gonna pull up I found the crypto bubble. I just wanna pull
you did?
it up.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead, bro. Please.
So the fun part that you see there is pretty much Luna is 93.8% down, and is everything red, and the only thing is green is down here. You get them. The only green on this valley of blood, pretty much, down there is Maker. So, yeah. So just want to show how pretty bad these things look like. Yeah, nothing else really. I think I saw Tron up for some reason.
Is Tron?
That's another. Sean was kind of talking earlier in the chat, say why Tron is up. So this guy had part of it. That he put some billions dollars because Justin Sun is very powerful. I wouldn't be surprised if it was part of something, and he put some money in, together with BlackRock and everybody else, and try to push Terra down. I don't know. It's
is Tron the bear market proof cryptocurrency?
Tron right there. So no, it's down. So
it's down. What is it? 8.1%.
Yeah.
Tron is down.
Yeah,
and nothing's up.
I know Tron. I never understood Tron. I had Tron back 4 years ago, and I get in just a lot of money get in, and never this project. I don't know why it never developed all the way through. It just did a crazy thing to push his project, but it never done everything. So
Tron caught a lot of flack.
Sorry about that.
By the way, guys, I just posted the link for the giveaway. All you got to do, click the link. We'll just ask for your name and email. If you're not comfortable sharing your, if you don't want to be doxxed and you don't want to share your full name, just put your YouTube name that you have here. So, for example, DFib. If you don't want people to know, just put DFib. And then, so Robin, if you're Eddie, go and text Robin and say we took care of it. Thanks for nothing. So I will do. Did you pin it?
Yeah, I pinned it to them.
Beautiful. All right, perfect. Again, we just ask for your email. We don't ever spam with content. We don't sell your information. We just want to be able to reach out to you personally, so there's no one trying to steal your money. All right, man. Okay, we haven't. Okay, I'm done with the crypto market. Let's look at the fear and greed index. So you can pull up
What
my
is
laptop
it?
again.
What do you think it is without looking?
Already looked.
I think it's
I looked this morning.
7.5.
Nah, it's 12. It went up yesterday.
No,
Bitcoin
because
moved up.
yesterday
Oh, yeah,
went up.
'cause
Yeah.
But believe it, tomorrow you'll see sub 10. That's going to be in about 5 hours, 42 minutes, and 42 seconds. I believe this number might even break the scale. It might go negative. Who knows?
Break the scale.
Yeah. People are scared, but we talk about this all the time. We're not going to talk about it again. Just buy when people are scared. Sell when people are greedy. And just to take a look at what the traditional markets are doing, NASDAQ is taking another pounding down 2.5%, down 300 points. Tech, guys, tech is getting slaughtered. One of the big reasons why, okay, is when COVID-19 happened. Oh, sorry, when the C word happened. When the Fed started buying and putting debt on their balance sheets, a lot of it was from tech companies, was from tech stocks. And so in 2008, when the financial crisis happened, Fed pumped money into the banks, right? And just recently, they pumped money into the tech sector. And so now when they come out and say they're going to start shedding some of that debt off the Fed's balance sheet, naturally, the NASDAQ's going to sell off, and that is exactly what's happening. But tech isn't going anywhere. Amazon ain't going anywhere. Tesla's not going anywhere. Google's not. I mean, they're not going anywhere. So, obviously, common sense, the NASDAQ ain't going anywhere. It'll bounce back. But, man, here, listen to this, guys. We're not technically in a recession, but I believe we are in a recession. High inflation rates, interest rates are getting higher. Markets are tanking. You're seeing capitulation in the crypto market outside of maybe Bitcoin. And it's just not good. And it'll all get confirmed when GDP numbers come out in Q2. Technically, to be in a recession, you need 2 straight quarters of negative GDP growth. We saw the first negative, I believe it was 1.3 or 1.4, Q1, and then Q2 numbers come out, I believe, in July. So in July, we'll find out. We'll find out if we are officially in a recession. I believe we're in a recession. So what can you do during a recession? Problem is, you used to be able to hold cash. But now your cash's value is getting eaten away. Your dollar value is getting just absolutely destroyed by inflation.
So
People were holding it in stable coins, and then they saw what happened with the stable coin. You can't hold it in stocks or equities because it's tanking. So what's your other option? Bonds?
Gold?
Government-backed bonds? Gold? Metals?
I don't know.
Commodities?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
So, or you just hold your cash until, or you hope the inflation goes down. Yeah.
I mean, it's already going down, and we're gonna go. That's the next thing we're gonna go over, guys. I promise. We're gonna go over inflation. It is very important. Nothing really big happened. Inflation didn't go down 2%. It literally went down like less than 1/4%.
Yeah, well,
Still went down.
25%.
And if you watch this
0.2.
channel, I called the inflation top last month. I said 8.5 is the top. Check the receipts.
All right.
That's what you get when you watch Sensitive Crypto here, guys. You get Nostradamus. Is it Nostradamus or Nostradamus? No, Nostradamus was that Nas album, right? You like Nas?
Nostradamus.
You even know Nas is?
Yes, I know who Nas is.
Lion ass, bro.
I do.
I don't
listen
wait,
to-
what generation are you? You're not a millennial.
Yes, I am.
You're a Gen Y.
No, I'm not.
You're a Gen X.
No, I'm not.
You're Gen Z.
No.
You're a Gen Eddie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
Sounds better.
I'm from Italy. I don't know.
Rocco's like, I just like a mozzarella.
Like a buffalo mozzarella.
Hey, by the way, is my Italian accent good, bro?
Huh?
Is my Italian accent good?
Spot on.
Is it?
Don't tell him.
Yeah, no.
Spot on.
F you, Rocco. And then again, Dow Jones is down. S&P is only down. Well, not only shit, down 1%.
You know what? I want to add something about where you put your money in. I was watching a video the other day from, I think his name is Carl to the Moon. Something.
Carl, yes. Carl from the Moon.
And it was talking about they have these super expensive watches. They were showing up. And there is the great thing about these watches, they're worth $300,000, $500,000, even $1 million. This watch was a $2.5 million, something like that. You can just fly over somewhere else with a watch You know, when you fly somewhere, you can declare more than $10,000.
Yes.
Otherwise, you got to declare. But you can fly anywhere in the world with a 2.3 or 2.5 million dollar watch, and I don't know, and sell it overseas. Or
Are you telling people to evade taxes, Rocco?
absolutely not. That's you ask where you
We're
should
canceled. Google, please. Don't report us. Don't report us. No, I mean,
It's a watch. It just
I'm sure there's so many loopholes, man.
yeah,
I'm
it's
sure there's
just
so many loopholes.
But they were saying they're putting money into expensive watch. They appreciate so much. Apparently, watch now is very hot. So that's you can buy for 200,000, and you know they appreciate 2-3 times.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing what's his face, Kevin O'Leary, talking about watches for
Bro,
like,
he's a big watch guy.
for like
He's
2-3
got-
years. So,
yeah. He's a
And you gotta
big watch
understand,
guy.
nobody's wear a watch. You wear a watch in right now? No, nobody, right? No, you
Eddie
don't.
wears one.
I watch,
Okay, so
but I broke it like 3 times. It's like my 4th one. in
yeah,
like
but the
2 years.
concept of the watch as it used to be before, now you use the phone anyway.
Yeah.
So that's the idea of the watch is just like buying a house or buying a Bugatti or buying an expensive watch. It's just where you put your money in.
Right.
For us, I don't have the money
Yeah,
yet.
I ain't got 200 grand to buy a freaking Rolex.
So-
Yeah. I don't know, guys.
Anyway.
Just be vigilant. Be smart with your money. If you're in crypto long term, look at the projects that have been around for a while. Look at the projects that have endured bear markets. How do they perform? How do they come out of it? Those are the projects. If you want to take risk outside of Bitcoin and ETH, those are the projects you should be putting your money in, not financial advice.
Guys, and if you do have any questions you guys want us to talk about or find out, please let us know in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, don't forget about that.
Thank you, Eddie. Our social guru. We should get him a shirt, social guru. All right, let's talk about.
What are we talking about next?
Where did
You're going to talk about inflating the...
Yeah, where did that go?
I don't know. You're controlling it.
I know. Where? Oh, right here. All right, so here are the CPI numbers, guys. Inflation is down, but not by much. Inflation is down to 8.3% from April last year to April this year. 0.2% decrease since March of last year to March of this year. So month over month, 0.3% decrease. Now, look at inflation for energy. 30%. Now, what constitutes energy? Let's click on it and find out. Energy commodities. Fuel, oil, and gasoline. So fuel oil, 80%. Gasoline, 43%. And if I go back and I click on energy services,
Is gas going down?
No.
No?
Electricity, 11%. And then natural gas, 22.7%. So then you got food is up 9.4%. And this is all Robin just eating his life away. By the way, okay, Robin, he's not overweight. Okay. But this dude, he's like, for those of you that have kids in our chat, hear me out on this. You know, when you go, you're like, hey kids, you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. All right. You go get yourself a snack from the fridge. Mommy, can I have one? Daddy, can I have one? Sure, here you go. You go get a bag of chips. Can I have some? You go get a yogurt. Can I have some? You go get candy. Can I have some? That's literally Robin. That is Robin. So I feel like he has a lot, he's got a lot to do with this food cost going up 9.4%. So Robin, if you're watching, might be time to try some Slim Fast, my friend. So, you know, again, I'll say it, you know, I think 8.5 was the top, but a lot of macroeconomists are calling for a return to normal, 100% normal, which is between 1% to 2% by 2024. And part of it has to do with the supply chain issues, China, the war in Ukraine. It's going to be bumpy, my friends. Huh?
You think that's true?
Yeah, and look, I was talking to Robin. Yesterday or today. I said, do we have a new person in the chat, by the way? Casneek, is that new? Either way, Casneek, normally you get an all-out from Robin. He's not here, so you will get a welcome to our crypto fam from me, David. Thank you for joining our community. Welcome to our community. We have one of the best growing communities in all the crypto space. Now, where was I? Yes. Where was I again?
If it was by 2024 we're gonna go back to normal.
Back to normal. Yeah, but
I don't think so. I disagree.
I don't.
I don't
I don't
see
know,
that.
man. We are in such a bad spot because typically with a recession, what you would do is you would pump money into the economy. You would give people stimulus checks. You would put debt on your balance sheet as a Fed, but you can't do that because inflation is high. Right? Supply and demand. If you flood the market with more dollars, the inflation is going to go up. And so, what's our president's plan for this? You guys ready? I was going to save this for the talking points, but we haven't even gotten to the hot take, and it's 11:30.
It's okay.
Might be a 2-hour show, guys. Stay tuned, but it's good content. Great segue. So let's just go right into it. So President Biden yesterday.
Put the laptop. Yeah. Let's put
President Biden yesterday, he had a press briefing. And he talked about what his plan. So he said, listen, the Fed is its own entity. They're not controlled by the U.S. government. They're not controlled by the White House. They do their own thing. But it doesn't mean that the White House can't do some things on their own to help inflation. And here's what our commander-in-chief, leader of the free world, leader of the most ginormous, successful economy in the last 100 years had to say about inflation. My friends, please enjoy.
Now, as I said when I came to what Congress and the President can do to fight inflation, Americans have two potential paths forward. The first is my plan, the Democratic plan. Now, as I said when I came to what Congress and the President can do to fight inflation, Americans have two potential paths forward. The first is my plan, the Democratic plan put forward by congressional Republicans as a second alternative. Here's how each of us would tackle inflation. My plan is to lower everyday costs for hardworking Americans, and lower the deficit by asking large corporations and the wealthiest Americans to not engage in price gouging and to pay their fair share in taxes. The Republican plan is to increase taxes on the middle-class families, let billionaires and large companies off the hook as they raise prices and reap profits at record amounts. And it's really that simple. But let me explain why this choice is so important. Let me start with the Putin price hike, high gas prices, and energy prices. My plan is already in motion. I led the world and other countries to join with us to coordinate the largest release of oil from our stockpiles of all the countries in history, 240 million barrels to boost global supply. Here at home, U.S. oil and gas production is approaching record levels. In fact, we produced more oil domestically in my first year in office than my predecessor did in his first year.
All right. Okay. A few things, okay? And we can take the laptop away. A few things. So our president's plan is to go to let's see, what's a prominent figure? To go to Walmart and say, hey guys, lower your prices. Hey Amazon, lower your prices. Stop price gouging. Hey pharmaceutical companies, lower your prices. When in the fuck has this ever been a good idea? When in the fuck has this ever worked? What?
Anyone could say that.
What kind of plan is that? That's hysterical to me that the President of the United States, his plan to battle inflation is to go to Jeff Bezos and say, hey, bro, can you lower your prices a little bit?
Yeah.
Joke. A fucking joke. An absolute joke. And I made a commitment to try not to cuss as much, but I'm sorry, I can't help myself sometimes, guys. I've worked in restaurants, I got a mouth like a fucking sailor, and sometimes this shit just pisses me off. I can't help myself.
I just want to say the chat's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. I mean, what an absolute clown.
And we have a new person in chat, Cashman. Ooh. Cashman Kane. What's up, man?
Say cocaine?
Cashman Kane.
Where? I don't see it.
We're underneath Daniel saying he's sleeping.
Cashman Kane, what is up, my friend? Welcome to the Sin City Crypto Fan. We're excited to have you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Ping the notification bell. We hope you enjoy the content. Welcome to our Crypto Fam. We have one of the most welcoming Crypto Familia. Also, to the new people, if you missed our club opening, there is a link pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to win, we're giving $50 in Bitcoin to 2 people. So we're giving out $100 total today. We did reach our limit of 30 viewers. We opened up the club. All you got to do is click that link that's pinned to the top of the chat, register, and if you win, we will contact you and send you your Bitcoin. Now, back to Sleepy Joe. Here's what pisses me off even more. The Democrat plan is this, but the Republican plan is this, and if they do this, then this. What does it matter, man? Do people who are Democrats, is their blood any different color than the people who are Republicans? Right?
No. Yeah, exactly.
Do we not eat the same food, shop at the same stores, go to the same gas stations, pay for the same gas? Why are you bringing politics into this? Is it because your poll numbers are down? And I'm not going to get too much in that because we're not a political show. But like, this is why I don't trust them, because there's always ulterior motives. They will never make a decision that's in 100% best interest of the people. And you're supposed to represent the people. I believe one of the founding fathers brought this up. Government's going to try to overreach. And if you guys don't step up, then they're going to get what they want.
So getting back to before, you think by 2024 we're going to go back to normal 2% inflation?
Probably. And here, now I remember what I was going to say. I was talking to Robin the other day, yesterday, 2 days ago. I said, instead of a 25 point, 50 point, just do a freaking 100 basis point rate hike. The market's going to tank anyways. Inflation came down and the market's still tanking. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but the people, they're going to speculate. They won't make money like that.
Listen. You can't tell me the Fed and the government don't know we're going into a recession if we're not there already. Right or wrong? Yes?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Chat,
smarter than us, yeah.
Yes, they know we're going or we're in a recession. Okay, we have established that. Instead of slowly inserting a serrated knife into our rib cage, just shove it in there and get it over with. Put this economy into a freaking recession because we're already going there anyways. Bottom it out and then build back up, man. Build back up instead of slow. That's not going to work.
They will never work. They will never do that because there is so much. Doing it slowly, there is more opportunity for people that have a high end to make more money. If you just do what you say, it will solve the problem, but there is no money to be made. So the people are not going to speculate, especially people in the government. They won't make no money like that.
And this is why there's such a big move behind crypto and decentralized finances, because we're tired of these people making our decisions for us that impact us financially. So this is a complete joke. I hope the Fed... now, Jerome Powell, very, very intelligent. He knows his stuff. I mean, he is like... You want to... politics aside, and being the Fed chair aside, his resume is like one of the most impressive resumes I think you can possibly ever see. And he's leading up the Fed. I think he'll do a good job, but he's stuck in a rock and a hard place, man. And it's partially their fault. Another thing about this Biden speech, zero accountability. And I cut the video off and there was more. If you want to go watch it, it's on YouTube. It's on CNBC television. You can go watch it yourself. The whole thing is only 34 minutes.
I have a question for you, David.
Yeah.
So I was just doing some research looking at things, and this guy named Matty Greenspan, he's the founder and CEO of Quantum Economics.
Okay.
And he tweeted, Bitcoiner 6 months ago, I hope inflation numbers are big so Bitcoin can move. Bitcoiners today,
yeah.
I hope inflation comes down to stop the bleeding. Why do you think the perspective changed, and why do you think people were saying that 6 months ago?
Because it's sentiment, bro. Because 99% of people don't have a background in finance, including myself. I don't have a background in finance. I just do a shitload of research.
Yeah.
They have no sense of macro, how it affects the micro markets on a macro level. And so they make assumptions, or someone tweets out something cool, and oh my God, retweet without doing any back checking on their own. And that's what happens. And here's another problem we're facing. The freaking dollar is going up in value against every other foreign currency, which is not good for Bitcoin. We are in a puddle of shit. And guess what? The shit is also quicksand. So we are sinking in shit. What do we do when we sink in quicksand? We lay flat on our backs and we slowly paddle our way out of there, which is what we're going to do as a community. We are going to paddle out of this. I promise you guys. Keep the faith, my friends.
Hey, I got a solution. As Sean say, if he wins the giveaway, he's gonna go ahead and help the economy by spending it.
And Deep said, "Is your shirt a question of Bitcoin?" I'm reading Bitcoin. The fuck, dude? It's actually buy the fucking dip. Buy the fucking dip. Not financial advice, just a shirt. But yeah. What's up, Jason? From Chicago. All right, man. This is great. You know, I was talking to Eddie and Rocco. I was like, look, I don't usually talk a lot. I don't like to ramble. That's Robin's job. It feels kind of nice. It feels kind of nice to get my point across, share my wealth of knowledge, all the research I do, without being cut off, without having to listen to a BS story about Homecoming King, or I rolled 77 sevens, or blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to enjoy this moment with my friends Eddie and Rocco.
Something about 77 sevens is just...
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
It's
you know
catchy,
that.
though.
It's all bullshit. Yeah, of course it's catchy. Robin's the... he's the
And Jason say hola to Robin from Chicago. There is a Jason on the chat to say hola, Robin. Hola, but Robin is not here today. Thank you for tuning in.
He's here in spirit. He's watching. He's watching.
Yeah, he's watching. Okay.
All right. Let's... let me see if there's anything else I wanted to
He would be in the chat. He would be on the show, but we blocked him out today because we didn't want to deal with him.
He toast my dose.
Yeah.
All right. We are done with our hour-long segment of supposed to be a market overview. But again, some days you go with the flow. You guys are here. You want to know what's going on, and we want to bring that information to you. So without further ado, let's get into our very next segment, which is our hot take.
It's hot.
Hedge Pro said his real name is Jason.
Oh, we know. My boy. JP, what's up, my dude? Actually, JB, not JP. All right, so the hot take for today is this. Is Terra Luna being exposed a good or a bad thing for crypto in the long term? Is it a good or is it a bad thing? Eddie, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You go first.
You go first. Okay. This could go either way. But I think in the long term, it's a good thing. Short term sucks. People lost a lot of money. People lost faith in the crypto market, not just Terra Luna. But I believe in the long term, it'll be good. Because investors, right? Nothing teaches you a lesson more than pain. You touch a hot stove. When that stove is red, you best believe that pain is going to make you think twice about touching that red hot stove again the next time. And the pain that's felt. And you know, people are going to say, well, these retail investors are going to leave the market. Well, guess what? A new round of retail investors will come back in. Never short of retail investors, especially as the older generation ages. And this is nothing against the older generation, but statistically speaking, crypto adoption amongst people over the age of 65 is extremely low. And we love to see more people. We love to see more women, more elder people of different ages, different ethnicities, everything. We want crypto to be diversified. But the numbers say over 65 is slim to none, okay? So as the younger generation ages and starts making more money and gets more money and starts investing, they're not just going to look at Wall Street. So you're going to have a new influx of retail investors. So I'm not worried about that. What does scare me is a regulation thing again, because, again, don't trust the governments. But it'll put things in more perspective, right? Every lesson should be a learning lesson, right? There's no such thing as a mistake as long as you learn from that mistake and you move forward. So I think people are going to look at this. I'm going to learn from it, even though I didn't lose a lot of money in Terra. I'm still going to look, what happened? How could it have been different? You know, so
Yeah,
that's one thing.
I agree with you 100%. I think it was good that it happened in a sense of for the future. Like the crypto market's still new. It's growing more and more every year. And for this to happen, it's good. People learn from their mistakes. And, you know, like we were talking about earlier, Cardano coming out. I'm sure they want to make a strong statement for their, what is it called? JED?
Yeah, their stablecoin.
Yeah, so I think they don't want that to happen. And it's good that they exposed Terra. And I think it's just good overall. Because imagine this happening 5 years from now and Bitcoin's at 200, 300,000,
Right.
and this happens. I just think it's good that it happened now rather than later. And it's just funny that guy posted that back in November, and look where we are at today.
I mean, that's a good point, man. And, you know, there's no right or wrong answer. This is just opinion, right? But
And if
again,
regulation doesn't happen, then
look, we know regulation is happening.
yeah, it's going to happen. But I'm saying if
We know
regulation doesn't happen, like by the end of the year, at least this happened, and now moving forward, other projects can learn and see, hey, if you do it this way, then you're screwed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think Cardano is going to learn from this?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You think Charles is going to let
I
it go?
think they're already. And look, I've been wrong on Sunday Swap. I said it was going to go with no issues. I could be wrong on Jed. I think Jed's going to be fine. It's just the term algorithmic stablecoin is going to freak people out. So it's not going to get a lot of adoption, which is going to hurt Cardano in the short term. But in the long term, you got to understand. And we talked about this in our Cardano video, which is posted on our channel. We just launched it today, 8 a.m. They're moving too slow, they're taking too much time, is because everything is peer reviewed. And when there's flaws found, they go back and they rework the code, they rework the language, and they test it again, and they peer review that. And if there's something else found, they go back and do the same thing. So it's a painstakingly slow pace they're going at.
And also
But-
the other things I want to add is since you see the uptake is in the long term, all right, on crypto. And the long term is, okay, 3, 5, 10 years from now, where is going to be the market cap of the entire crypto? It's going to be less plausible that people can manipulate, like with few billions dollars come in and manipulate the whole market cap.
Bro, you had BlackRock.
Yeah, BlackRock, yeah,
And
$3
even if-
trillions of dollars, yes.
We would need to see crypto in the 20, 30 trillion dollar range for BlackRock to be able to not do something like that. Even if it's $10 trillion,
It will happen eventually.
you can go, a top 20 project, I'm assuming is, 2-3 trillion. You have access to that kind of money. They really wanted to. Now it'll be harder, right?
Oh, yeah.
It'll be more of a risk, but I don't know. Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, okay. So you said the market cap.
It's going to be bigger, so there will be
Okay,
less.
that was your question. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, with Cardano taking their time, this is one of the reasons. Everything gets back tested. Cardano, Hoskinson talked about. We've already ran through these scenarios where one side fails. What happens if it gets depegged? What are the fault lines? Right? So they already know this stuff. And what they're going to have to overcome is the PR and the negative narrative behind algorithmic stablecoins. So long term, for crypto, it'll be good. Short term, obviously, we're all going to feel the pain, my friends. We'll be right there with you, okay? We'll get out of this together. I promise. That is a promise. All
And,
right.
I want to add something else,
Go ahead.
if I can. It's, how long Luna has been out compared with Cardano. This is why we go back to Solana jumping to $200, $240,
And look at the
crash.
issue Solana's at.
And then it crashing 7-8 times, and then now Terra get destroyed. And this solid project like Cardano, everybody criticizes, they go up so slow and only make 3x, 4x out of it. But it's a solid project. I mean,
100%.
that's the thing. You got to think about, okay, you want to make a quick buck, or you're investing in something that's going to be good in the long run, in 10 years from now. So that's the difference. Luna went up, crashed it. Solana went up, crashed it. And now, when this happens, I say, why did I put my money in this stuff?
And it's going to help projects like Cardano.
Yeah,
And here's the thing, too,
Absolutely,
guys.
I agree.
If you want to get rich overnight, you can test your luck and you can get into these newer projects. If you want to become wealthy over your lifetime, then you're going to invest. It's not financial advice. You're going to invest in solid projects that have a proven track record. Cardano's been around. Cardano's gone through a bear market. Been around for a while. They're taking their time, but guess what? The system's not going down. There's no DDoS attacks. I mean, you got the founder who's a mathematician. He's a numbers guy. He probably has gone through every single scenario of what could happen. And if anything, this scenario has already been played out in his head. Again, long-term good, short-term bad. We're with you there. All right, we are done. Let's move on to our next segment, which is going to be the talking points. All right, let's go to the first. Federico Ramirez. Federico new?
Federico.
Federico!
Hola!
If you're new, hola! That's Robin. I don't want to take
I
your
like
stuff.
that name.
Federico, welcome to our crypto fam. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, ping the notification bell. He said, would you consider this situation to be a black swan event? Yes. Yes. I do. So what happens at black swan events, there's opportunities there. And I'm not saying go buy Terra Luna. I'm just saying it could be something outside of Terra Luna. But there's opportunities there. So this is where people make money.
Thank you, Russell, by the way. Appreciate that.
What?
Don't worry about
Doing
it.
a good job. Eddie's awesome, man. I love it. He doesn't cut me off like Robin does when I make a point. You know, it is kind of nice being able to make my point without being cut off by some dumb. Robin, pay attention. This is where I'm at my optimal, bro.
He's in his prime.
Let
bro.
me speak.
He's in his prime.
If you guys want Robin to cut me off, let's put a 1 in the chat. And, you know, I'm talking a lot of shit about Robin because I don't forget things. When I wasn't in studio, he put a BS little... And you did, too.
I didn't.
Wasn't you?
I don't.
Anyways.
It wasn't me for
They
sure.
put a paper bag with my face on it. And they would
wasn't
zoom
me.
into the camera. Oh, David, we got something to say? No? All the shit talking he would do when I had to miss a show. Got the memory of what animal has good memory? A turtle?
Elephant.
Elephant.
Elephant. I got the memory of an elephant and a raccoon because raccoons have good memory. All right, let's go to our first article here,
I
guys.
didn't know about that.
So, first article, we pull up my laptop, please. Federal Reserve says private stablecoins vulnerable to runs in new report. The U.S. Federal Reserve is voicing concerns about the viability of cryptocurrency stablecoins and is suggesting the utility of government-backed alternatives, of course. AKA, we want a CBDC. We want to control the supply. We want to control where you spend your money. In a wide-ranging report discussing financial stability across numerous economic sectors, the Fed identifies risks associated with so-called stablecoins. And what I'm about to read from here on out is directly from the Fed. Structural vulnerabilities persist at money market funds and some other mutual funds, and the rapidly growing stablecoin sector is vulnerable to runs. Everything is vulnerable to a run. The banks are vulnerable to runs. Asset management companies are vulnerable to runs.
Unless you run it.
Unless
You are the
unless you
bank.
back it up. Stablecoins typically aim to be convertible at par to dollars, but they are backed by assets that may lose value or become illiquid during stress. Hence, they face redemption risks similar to those of prime and tax-exempt money market funds. These vulnerabilities may be exacerbated by a lack of transparency regarding the riskiness and liquidity of assets backing stablecoins. I agree there. I agree. Be transparent, right? And I think we're going to see a wave of that. And here's what I think we're going to see too. I don't think these other stablecoins, the ones that are, cemented themselves, USDC together, I don't think they're going to have to wait for regulation to come in. I think they will get ahead of this. And they will start submitting reports. Hey, these are our numbers.
Well, they have to survive, They have to if they want to survive, for sure.
If they want their project and their stablecoin to survive. Additionally, the increasing use of stablecoins to meet margin requirements for levered trading is in other cryptocurrencies may amplify volatility in demand for stablecoins and heighten redemption risks. Yes, that is true. Here's where it gets good. A CBDC could provide the public with broad access to digital money that is free from credit and liquidity risk. What they don't tell you is they will do exactly what UST did. They will under-collateralize. It'll be a fractional banking system, but we'll have daddy behind us to catch us if we fall.
Yeah, sure.
That'll be the difference. You'll have a central bank. You'll have the Fed behind you. You'll have the U.S. government. You might even have BlackRock behind you.
Yeah, of course.
Because if there's a run on a CBDC, guess what? Daddy's here.
Will be the difference now from printing money in paper to digital. Pretty much it will be no difference.
It's no bueno. So, Eddie, you got any thoughts on this, bro?
No, it's expected. Like, this article, I feel like was just...
We knew it was coming.
Yeah, it was coming. It's something that they were going to say, and they're going to continue to say probably for the next couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah. This is the tip of the iceberg, my friends.
Yeah, so...
No, watch for Gary. It's going to come out. Gary Gensler. I will...
Man, Gary's a
Well, come on. You try to get the power of the treasury.
We're
You'll
gonna
see.
We're going to hear from Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, yeah, sure, for
We're
sure.
going to hear from our friend Joe.
Yeah, they're just stating on what's supposed to happen
He's
and
gonna
what they
come out
want
and
to
say,
do.
My plan to battle stablecoins is to go to McDonald's and order a Big Mac extra large.
All right.
What? What did you say? All right.
Buffett?
Yeah. All right, Rocco, you want to add anything to this article, buddy, before I move on? Pretty straightforward.
No, it's pretty straightforward. You know, that's I won't be surprised that all this has been put together. I mean, we have no proof, but you know, there is so many coincidences at this point that there is no surprise really. For somebody to just jump in is very scary because you don't know. You probably don't want to touch crypto for a while.
Let me ask you this question: was this event worse than any other event? BitConnect,
Well,
Gox.
Yeah.
Was this the worst?
Yeah, no, I think it depends. In this case, you have you get more people involved, and there are institutions that have been here. And BitConnect was more people like us that were trying to, it was new. It was 4 years ago.
Right.
And the concept behind BitConnect is no different from today. It just was something that it worked in the bull run, and then when everything
went worked during good market
went down. I remember there was even a staking option available with BitConnect. It was no different from today. The difference was that then when the market dipped, and of course they were giving crazy money back, and they just realized it was not sustainable, and they just ran with the money.
Right.
What changed today? Today there is more institution and Wall Street people get in and they kind of smell there was money to be made.
That's what they do. They find
and that's it.
They find loopholes.
I don't see that. I don't see the difference. I was worse. I think there's a lot of people today. Again, from $100 down to $3 today.
Yes.
Terra. Here's a lot of retailer people.
It's not, but here's why I think it's not worse. Because there's a longer track record of crypto. Right? There's a longer track record of crypto.
Okay.
If this happened to a top 10 project 5 years ago, I would say I'd be worried. But I don't think so. We also have a new member in the chat, Dylan Patterson. Welcome to the Sin City Crypto Fan, my friend.
What's up, Dylan?
We appreciate having you on here. We're missing our annoying co-host Robin. He is in the chat. He's chatting at Sin City Crypto. So welcome. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and ping the bell notification. Who thinks Luna will rebound? I don't know if you've been here the entire time. I had a thesis on this. BlackRock can make BlackRock single-handedly, and this is speculation, but I think it's true. Single-handedly just destroyed Luna, and they can also single-handedly bring it back. They have the money, so who knows? Yeah. They'd make a lot of money if they did. Because if Luna starts moving up to $30-$40,
FOMO.
people are gonna FOMO back in, right?
I believe so. It's gonna hurt again, people, because it's probably gonna bounce. They're gonna go back down, and it's gonna be a mess again.
Yeah. And again, guys, investing in Terra Luna right now is extremely risky. Chances are that ecosystem is going away. Developers will go away. Those chances are high. So just keep that in mind. Legend, welcome to the Sin City Crypto Fam. Believe it, I don't think Legend's been here before.
No.
Should we buy Luna?
Yeah, we just
We just
basically
talked about that like 3 times.
if you do, just expect if you buy Luna, consider that money gone. Don't even add it to your portfolio tracker.
Yeah,
that money's
That's
gone.
what me and Rocco were talking about the show.
Just to be transparent, I put in $300 in Luna, and I got a little over 100 coins. But that money to me is gone.
It's a bet.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's a very high risk, high reward play that I wouldn't recommend dumping a crap load of money in or anything really, if you're risk averse. But I'm a very risk taking person. So you never know, man. You never know. $300 down the drain. I went to the casino here and I gambled $300 in 2 minutes on blackjack. So, anyways, all right. Let's move on. So there was some news about Saylor possibly getting liquidated, his loan getting called back. Or him having to sell some of his Bitcoin to cover his loan. But Cashman Kane, he's been here, right?
Who?
Cashman Kane, I believe.
Yes,
he's been
I
here.
believe
Okay.
so.
All right.
Yes.
So Michael Saylor defends Bitcoin-backed loan. Michael Saylor has weighed in on concerns that his company's Bitcoin-backed loan from Silvergate could be margin called by stating his willingness to put up even more Bitcoin to maintain its position. Saylor wrote that the company had an additional 115,109 Bitcoin that it could pledge to maintain the necessary $410 million in collateral on its $205 million loan if needed. He also wrote that Bitcoin's price would have to fall to $3,562 before the company would need to post other collateral. Saylor has insisted that his company has no plans on selling their BTC. In Saylor, we trust. And he actually, and I haven't pulled it up. If you want to, you go to Michael Saylor's Twitter, and he posted the actual loan they took out. So you can reference this yourself. That is, guys, that is why even us, as people who give our opinions, right? People who bring you information, don't trust it 100%. Check everything. Fact check, right? Do a little bit of your own research. Because at the end of the day, every consequence of every decision you make lands in your hands, not anyone else's. So I see in people's Twitter responses, I lost my life savings, and I feel bad. But I'm like, bro, why would you dump your life savings into a risky investment?
Yeah, there's a reason why they tell people, what is it, 5-10%?
Yeah, dude, why would you? Like, I wouldn't put all my money into anything. Nothing. So, like I feel bad you lost money, but come on, man. We got to take responsibility into our own hands. And we got to do our own research. And we got to be like, hey, what's the worst case scenario? And there's always a scenario. It could go to zero. Crypto can go to zero. I'm kidding, crypto is not going to zero. But technically speaking, anything can go to zero.
Yeah.
Even the dollar.
Dow Jones can go to zero.
I remember one time I invested in real estate, and I put like 50% of my my cash in there overall, and it was the worst feeling. Into the house.
Oh, yeah.
And when I first started, because I didn't know the ins and outs, and I just wanted to get a house right away, and I put a big chunk of money down, and luckily I made money, and that was what everybody wants, but just the risk and the way I felt was not worth it at all.
It was bad, right?
It was bad. It was like 2-3 months of me being stressed out. So I told myself I'll never do that again.
Never again.
You learned that lesson, right?
No, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned. Yeah, and I don't get why people just put all their money, all their savings
on the other
projects.
End, you have a good end. I mean, it came out good at the end. The project was successful.
Yeah,
but
imagine, I still learned. That's the thing. Like, even if the outcome was good, and I still learned from that lesson, because the feeling of it for that 2-3 month period of me just hoping it was going to do good, it wasn't worth it for me. And
applying that to crypto, imagine if the outcome was at the other side. Like, it didn't go well. You would probably have never jump again and something like that ever. So that's, I think they feel that the people doing the same way with crypto. After they get burned, they they don't want to go back. And I think Robin in the chat said he can, talking about Michael Saylor, he can easily leverage more Bitcoin to support against margin call.
Yeah, he talked about if Bitcoin gets to that 3562, they'll just leverage more.
Yeah, that's it.
Because they only used, I believe, about 40,000 Bitcoin to collateralize their loan, and they got another 100 and something, or they got another like 80, 90 something. So don't worry about Saylor dumping his Bitcoin. He ain't doing it. All right, let's move on. Cardano founder. Okay. This is one of the reasons why I love this man so much. He is so funny. He doesn't give a crap. He speaks his mind. And one of the quotes he says in this article is hilarious. So Cardano founder says, yes, this is a bear market, obviously. According to the founder, this is a bear market, so naturally it is expected that the price of ADA would be dropping alongside the rest of the market. This will happen regardless of what the network does or what developments are carried out. Yes, it's called a bear market. That's what happens. Nothing changes it. No announcement makes a difference. Cardano could cure cancer, give you a 10-inch dick, give you a personal poker-playing robot that also drives grandma to church on weekends, and we'd still fall. So, like, when you're in a bear market, it doesn't matter. So when people attack Cardano and they say, Cardano's been going down, Cardano's losing, everything is going down, dude. The stock market is going down. The Nasdaq's going down. Bitcoin, like, everything is going down. And like he says, it doesn't matter. Cardano could cure cancer. You drive your grandma to the store and it give you that other thing he talked about. It would not matter. Macro rules. Macro environment rules, guys. So just understand that. Even though the price of ADA is down, it has not served as a deterrent for those who believe in the network, most especially the whales. Presently, Cardano whales own a reported 30.8 million ADA valued at over $20.8 million. These top whales do not include wallets of exchanges, which is important. When we talk about large wallet holders, you got to take the exchanges out of it. So these 30.8 million ADA held not including wallets of exchanges, meaning that they're individual investors that continue to pour money into ADA. So, ADA, one of our favorite projects. Charles, he'll always tell us straight. I love this guy. He's so funny. For a mathematician, he's got quite the personality. No offense to any mathematicians, but when I think of mathematicians, the last thing I think about is, wow, hysterically funny guy with a sense of humor. So, you guys got anything to add before I move on?
No, sir.
No,
Charles is hilarious, so we all love him here.
CH, or as Robin says, Charles Hoskins. Weirdo. All right. Citi, Wells Fargo, and BNY Mellon invest $105 in crypto.
$105. I'll match that.
All of it.
I'll match it.
All the money in one place.
Big bucks. It's actually $105 million, so there was a error on the title. Talos' valuation, we'll go over what Talos is, has reached $1.25 billion after the latest $105 million Series B funding round led by global growth equity firm General Atlantic. Other investors include BNY Mellon, which is the largest bank in the U.S., I believe, Citi, and Wells Fargo. Now, Talos, they are a trading infrastructure firm focused on offering crypto services to institutions. They said that the new round of investment will help scale and diversify their institutional-grade digital asset platform and accelerate the expansion into APAC and Europe. APAC is mostly Asian countries. The announcement came on the heels of the unicorn's rapid growth, with institutional trading volume skyrocketing over 20x year over year, and its end user base reaching more than 20 million as of 2022. Follow the money. Institutions are pouring in. Banks are still pouring money into the crypto space, into the blockchain space. So this should give you some hope, my friends. You got BNY Mellon, Citi, Wells Fargo, some of the largest banking institutes in the world, dumping hundreds of millions of dollars into the crypto markets, into blockchain. So, cool stuff. All right, you guys got anything to add before I move on?
No, it just no, not really. With time, more institutions are gonna jump in. It's gonna be better and better and better.
I agree. Well, I don't know. Is it going to be better and better, BlackRock?
Not BlackRock. Eventually, no.
Hey, you know what, man?
It
Sometimes you need that person to tell you your attitude sucks.
Yeah.
And show you proof for you to fix it. And Terra Luna's attitude sucked, and it got shoved in their face. Hopefully, they'll fix it. All right, millennials, people of the age of 27 to 40, rejoice! Napster is coming back. Put a 1 if you remember Napster. Man, I grew up on Napster, okay? Rocco, do you remember Napster?
Unfortunately, yes, I'm old.
Me too. Napster, and this article proves Napster was so ahead of its time. It was too early to the market,
Yeah.
but guess what? There is a couple people that want to bring it back. So here's the article. Napster, once popular in the early 2000s for peer-to-peer audio file sharing. Now, does this sound like a Web 2 type platform or a Web 3 type platform? It sounds Web 3 to me, but Web 3 wasn't available back then. Has been acquired by Hivemind and Algorand, the teams announced today. Emily Lovell has been named interim CEO, where she previously served as the chief strategy officer. So, the hell is this? Get away from me, Bancor. Where's the close tab? The hell?
Reload the page, I guess.
That's some bullshit, bro. Bancor, what the hell wrong with you? All right, there we go. Thank you, Rocco. Okay, so yeah, they brought back the former chief strategy officer of Napster. She's now going to be the interim CEO. This is a quote from Matt Zhang, who is the Hivemind founder and managing partner. Volatile market and uncertain times often bring... Hate you. I'm going to read this fast. Often bring exciting opportunities. At Hivemind, we believe in developing thesis and building enduring value. Music times Web3 is one of the most exciting spaces we've come across. One of our core thesis is in the value of nostalgic Web 1 and Web 2 brands combined with the technological potential of Web 3. So, man, I'm done. I'm just going to close this entire tab out. So,
What's Napster?
Oh my God.
What's Napster?
Napster was a peer-to-peer music sharing. You ever heard of LimeWire?
It's like
I remember the logo.
LimeWire.
I never used it.
LimeWire was just a way to get virus to destroy your computer. It will catch fire. Will catch fire. Your computer said, "What happened?"
I think my sister had. My sister's like 5 years older than me.
Yeah, Napster is pretty much the today version of Shopify or iTunes, but back then it was
Spotify, you mean?
Yes, Spotify and iTunes.
There's Shopify.
Oh, yeah, probably I say Shopify. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, man, this is nostalgia for me. You know, I love Napster, except having to wait freaking 3 hours to download a song. But you know what? It's a brand that the age group that's investing in crypto knows. It's what we grew up on, and
Yes.
I think it'll work.
Yeah, it seems like a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, man, I think it'll work. So I'm excited. Napster, good job. All right, and then some fun news here. Madonna.
What we got?
Okay, so this video is gonna be hilarious.
Donna.
Madonna launches first NFTs with Beeple, and they're not suitable for work. And we will show you the video. Pop culture icon Madonna and the digital artist Beeple announced a 3-video NFT collaboration today featuring a naked CGI Madonna giving birth. It's called Mother of Creation.
CGI.
Yeah.
It's not her.
Giving
No,
birth.
wait till you see it.
Whack.
We set out to create something that is absolutely and utterly connected to the idea of creation and motherhood, she said. Let's watch the video.
Into your virtual world.
Is the volume
I just wanna
good,
say-
Rocco?
Hold
Sorry.
on, let me take you off.
Let's
the
make
screen
sure the
first.
volume's good, guys, before we play this video. Yeah, so please enjoy this video. It's a little weird, but
Give it a try.
give it a try.
Sorry, just leaning right into your virtual world. I just want to say it's been an interesting journey, and it's interesting that it's come full circle, that it's exactly 1 year that we've been working on this project.
I feel like that makes it more special because we thought about it a lot.
We set out to create something that is absolutely and utterly connected to the idea of creation and motherhood. Using the opening of each video is essentially me giving birth, whether I'm sitting on a tank in a post-apocalyptic city or I'm in a hospital bed in a very sterile laboratory environment. I'm doing what women have been doing since the beginning of time, which is giving birth. But on a more existential level, I'm giving birth to art and creativity, and we would be lost without both. Sorry, just leaning right into your virtual world.
He's aging in reverse, by the way. So, you know, not taking anything away from, you know, obviously mothers. I have 3 kids. I've seen my wife go through labor. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how it feels. I can imagine, based off of the sheer blood circulation that was cut off from my wrist. So nothing against moms or giving birth or labor, but what the hell?
Well, but she always been controversial. If you
Yeah.
watch all the videos, she went against the Pope. You know, she went against everything pretty much.
Did you see that little metallic worm thing with blood on it,
Yeah.
insinuating that she gave birth?
They haven't released any kind of photo of it, right? Or any.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
video.
probably from the video. for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
The only thing I saw really that interests me and was a donation to the 3 charities.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're going to launch the project and they're going to donate to 3 charities:
Okay, there's the
the Voice of Children Foundation, the City of Joy, and Black Mama's Bailout.
Okay. That's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah. So that's a cool idea. That's a cool. At
What do you
least
think
they're
about
doing.
this
At least they're
picture right
doing that. Is that?
All right. So you know who she looks like? Okay. You guys seen Game
It
of
doesn't
Thrones?
even look like her to
You
me.
seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
The witch lady. What was her name? Help me out. People who watch Game of Thrones. The witch lady. Miss Melisandre. Lady Melisandre. When she doesn't turn into a really old woman. This is her right here. That's pretty cool.
Sounds like lasagna. I don't know.
Lady Melisandre. Lasagna.
I'm hungry now.
Lasagna is a Italian dish, right?
Absolutely, yes.
I love it.
It depends on the region.
I need to go to Italy.
Yeah.
Okay, if I first time in Italy, what city do I need to go to? Rome?
All right, with a private jet, we can go to Milano.
I didn't
To
say
Milan?
we, bro. I said me.
Oh, hey, go by yourself. You're not gonna eat anything. I'm not gonna tell you where to go to eat.
I'll tell you all the shitty places to go.
He's not going to tell you the good.
You're gonna get ejected as we get out of the airport. No, that really doesn't matter. You can go anywhere in Italy. You're gonna eat good, drinking good. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
What about like landmarks and like just first time there?
Well, you gotta do the big city to understand your way around. But there are no actually requests to do. You do Rome, big city. You wanna go definitely Florence, Siena, which is close by, and then Venice. One day Venice. You gotta see Venice. It's different.
Is going to Venice Beach the same?
No. No.
Daniel
Little
said
dry.
he doesn't watch Game of Thrones. Daniel, what the hell wrong with you? Game of Thrones. By the way, they're the spin-off House of Dragon the House of Dragons is coming out I believe next month. So excited for
Yeah,
that.
Milan is good too. Yeah.
All right. And then finally, Twitter declares death of Azuki NFT collection following 45 now about a 60 to 75% drop in floor price. Now, if you're not familiar with Azuki, they were I think their floor price got over 30 ETH.
I know the Pizuki.
Broke Yoshi, that was exactly what I was doing. He said Eddie's searching the dark web for those.
Hit the nail on the head, Brokey. Man, that was funny. Azuki is dead, declared the host of a Twitter space titled The Death of Azuki. The bold assertion, which was somewhat tongue-in-cheek, follows the release of a blog post from pseudonymous Sudan. Why do I have trouble pronouncing this word? Pseudonymous. Azuki founder Zagabond, who shared today that he was previously involved in a few lackluster NFT projects that some labeled as rug pulls. Within hours of the post, the Azuki collection started. The collection starting price or floor price declined by roughly 19 ETH, all the way down to 10.9. And we'll check the floor price here in a couple seconds. So this is bad. And if we go to OpenSea.io, let's see where we are at now. And we can look at the chart.
This project was like the new hottest trend.
It was the new. Is set. Oh my God, 8.2. You want to talk about people getting wrecked? This is people getting wrecked. And if I go to the trading chart,
I remember looking into this project like.
Yeah, me and Eddie were actually thinking about buying into this
5
project.
months ago. Yeah, it was.
So on April 2nd, the average price for one Azuki was 36 ETH. 36 ETH, and it is 8. And you can see here mass selling. I mean, look at this. 38 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago. I mean, in just the last 20 minutes, you have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 transactions of around $18,000, and that's a lot of money being moved. But here's the messed up part. The founder is just killing it because he's earning a 5% fee. Well, it could be anywhere between 2.5 to 5. A fee on secondary market sales. So as people are panic selling their Azukis, this dude's raking in the dough. He's still raking in the dough.
That's ridiculous.
It's a lose-lose for holders. If you're holding Azuki, I'm sorry. Can it bounce back? Now, Eddie, how long would it take? Like, would you consider buying an Azuki at a 70% discount and give the creators another chance? Now, remember, this is their 4th project. The previous 3 said to be rug pulls.
All rug pulls, right? No, I would have to. Even right now, what is it at 8?
8.2.
8. Yeah, I wouldn't even mess with this project until it went down to like 2 ETH. I would consider it.
Consider at 2?
Yeah, because just the rug pull alone. You know, me and you were into NFTs, and when somebody comes out with a statement, someone part of the project, and you find out any kind of suspicious activity or anything they're involved in, and it's not good, the community just shatters. Like, it just goes away. So I think it's just going to keep going down, honestly. It's going to keep going down, and maybe if it gets down to 2 ETH, I'll consider it. But
It'll be worth the risk?
Yeah, worth the risk. But yeah, man, it's just, what project were we going into? Like
Crypto bets?
No, remember the one project I mentioned, the beans?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like the day before it released, and they mentioned something that the community didn't like.
Oh, the beans. The beans,
yeah. And
I guess the
founder said something, and
that was very, very disrespectful towards women.
And it just shattered it. I think that would shatter anything, but
that
just
dead.
Yeah, that project's dead, and it's just things like that. Once the community finds out, especially in NFTs, like it's worse. If you think like the crypto market's bad, when people find out things, like the NFT market is so much more volatile than that. So I wouldn't consider going into this project.
There's so many projects.
Yeah.
You know, the NFT space, you know, and the people that say NFTs are just JPEGs, it's not true. NFTs are so much more. It just hasn't been adopted yet, right? Right now you see majority of them being JPEGs. But Rocco, you what was his name? But as far as now, like I would say, every new NFT is a risk. Every one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, we got into me and Eddie got into the crypto bats. Solid team. Nothing went wrong. Nothing went wrong with the launch.
And I still don't find anything wrong with it now.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
They keep adding value. They have a big name behind it in Ozzy Osbourne, and it tanked from 2.3 to 0.1. So massive risk. The only risk, in my opinion, right now, is the only non-risk is Bored Apes and CryptoPunks. Man.
Okay, let's go back in time with crypto. When crypto first came out, it was no NFT back then, all right?
Right.
And let's say you will buy Bitcoin $1. Maybe not early, maybe a little fast forward a little more. You already have a Bitcoin around Ethereum, and now you have all these other projects like Neo and I don't know, even Tron and Electronium, other stuff that now is completely, no, some of them are completely gone. They were risky back then, yes, but now some others survive. So it's a matter, I think, of cycles. We're going to see, the NFT run was pretty good. There was, a lot of hype and FOMO, and people jumping in any project, and some of them were very bad. Now, you will see probably in the next cycle, like if we bought Cardano 13 cents, you will see this project going up. I will probably say there's going to be more awareness. The good project is going to stay, and the bad one is going to just disappear.
Yeah, like the blue chip projects.
Yeah, now it's only we have just pretty much the three biggest one, the Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunks, and that's it, Mutant Apes. But the other project now, they're all below. Some of them, they will become the good one. They become the number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7.
But can they withstand? Yeah. I mean, and the NFT, you think crypto's volatile. NFTs are like fivefold.
Yeah, because so many people found a way to just cheat the system. Like there's no.
No, but my example was if you were, let's say, coming from the stock market and then jumping in crypto, you will feel the same way now from crypto to NFT as a jump, as an investment, how risky that is.
You can look at NFTs like where Bitcoin was in 2014.
Exactly the same thing. So and now it just is a cycle.
But here's the thing: no one thinks NFTs are going away.
Right? No, I don't think so.
When Bitcoin went into a bear market, people thought Bitcoin was going away.
It can shape in a different things. Now the people that have the assumption
NFTs are going to be
there's just more. JPEG and videos.
And the price of Bored Ape is just ridiculous.
I mean, it's down.
But still,
if
what is
you had
it,
the capital, you could buy Bored Ape now and double your money in a year.
Yeah,
for sure.
Opinion. It's also become a status. The where you have one of is a status.
Status. But on top of it, they're given some utility to. So
and we were talking where you put your money, and in gold or watches or anything else. So NFT,
think about
why
it.
not?
Look at their track record. Look at Yuga Labs' track record. They airdropped a free 30 ETH NFT. Yeah. They airdropped the free 100K in token. Mm-hmm. You have some faith that they'll do. More is coming.
Yeah.
The land sale, metaverse.
Let's see what happens. Yes,
yeah.
But
so if you got money, like if I had money and I'm looking at it, I'm putting my money in the BAYC.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, yes.
All right. That is all I got for the talking points.
Okay.
How do you feel about doing market analysis? I feel like we talked about the market a lot.
Yeah. Pretty much the market has been. I will probably go through.
Let's take
what is
you want to take a quick peek? Let's take a quick peek.
Quick peek very fast, and then the giveaway for the people that have been waiting.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Rocco.
So was asking earlier. Yeah, we'll do it at the end.
What? The giveaway?
Giveaway, yeah.
Yes, guys, we only have 11 entries, and we had over 30 people. Please enter so you can win. We're giving away $100 in Bitcoin. We're giving away $50 to 2 people. All right, let's just take a quick gander at what the markets are doing now. Before we sign off, Rocco, you want to pull up my laptop, sir?
There we go.
Yeah, we did, dude.
$200 billion in trading volume over the last 24 hours. Just put it in perspective. Just about a week ago, we were sitting at 60. So almost a 4x on trading volume. And it's obviously all being dumped. The crypto total market cap is 1.3 billion. Again, Bitcoin is holding strong at 29.4. Guys, this is good. This is bullish in the short term. But if we do break under, my friends, it's a long tumble down.
Boom.
Very long tumble. And then on the way back up, this is going to be extremely hard resistance to break. But as of right now, the bulls are winning. Look at all this volume here. Look at all this red volume. And the price is still hovering over 29. 29.4. Yeah. So bullish short term for Bitcoin. And then let's take a look at Luna's chart. Oh, it's just dying.
What is it?
It is dying. It is at $1.16. So this is the 1 day chart, right? So there's no pattern to draw. There's no nothing.
And there's
the
nothing
volume
to
is asinine. Yeah. But if you look at 1 hour, let's see what's been going on in the 1 hour. Are people buying? Now, we saw about 7 hours ago, people started buying. And if you look at a little more recent, we look at, let's say, a 15-minute chart.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, there is just a massive amount of sell pressure. Massive amount of sell pressure. This is a 15-minute chart, by the way. And if we throw in the Heikin-Ashi, we can see we had a little bit of an uptrend here. But good news, these candles are small, so might be a little bit of consolidation.
Hey,
but
we'll see.
Yeah. Again, if you're investing in Luna, extremely risky. I think someone mentioned earlier, one of our new members, and I'm sorry it took me a while to get to this question, and I hope you're still in here. I said, should I hold UST or should I dump it? And I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not telling you what to do with your money. But if it was my money, I would hold it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because from the get-go, I didn't put any money in there that like, if I lose that money, if it goes to zero, I'm not going to be homeless or not be able to feed my family.
Yeah, but let's say you had a nice trade, and you were waiting for the big buy for the Bitcoin. You kept your money in UST, and now you're down 50. How much is it?
If you went all in, take some money out, but don't take all of it out. There's still a chance for you to regain some of your money. Again, not financial advice. Not telling you what to do.
Tough.
I'm just saying.
Tough.
It was my money.
Tough spot, though.
Very tough spot.
Because if you're talking about, you have a $5,000, okay, but now if you have take some money off the table and you have $100,000 that you put aside because you were waiting for the bear market and to buy something, now it will be.
Where's the next resistance at for Bitcoin? Is it $24?
On the way down? You mean support?
Support, yeah.
So if we zoom out, we gotta go all the way down here, my friend. Throw out these regular candles here. And then, Eddie, will you do me a favor? Will you just read what Brokioshi said? I feel like I had a good question.
Brokioshi. I heard a couple people say we are going to the 200 weekly MA. Seem that has been the bottom for other cycles. Do you agree?
Okay, so the 200 moving average. All right, so I would say that this next yellow line, I would say like the next close support, which is not a strong support, it's 22K. But if you want to talk about like what typically happens is we'll go down to last cycle's all-time high, which is right around 20K. And if we look at the last cycle, went from 20 to 3,000. That was a 85, 90% move to the downside. So next stop after 29 is 22, guys. But I think we're gonna blow by that. If we lose this support, it's chances are we're going down to 20. One of the big time TA experts, Garrett Soloway, which Robin's on with him every Monday on Around the Blockchain. So they'll chat it up, and I'll be in here. They'll chat it up before, and they'll talk about, hey, like, what are you thinking? Like, what's gonna happen? And he's honest on the show too. But just to hear him out when the cameras are off, typically, people speak a little like more what they feel. They don't want to scare people, and he's always been 100% honest. And he talks about, man, we can see after Terra Luna yesterday or 2 days ago, talking about getting down to 12K. 14K. I mean, don't be scared though. Just buy. All right. Let me get rid of this line, and then let's plot the 200-day moving average. Inputs, 200 days, beautiful, and let's bring you to life. So, my friend, we are already trading under the 200-day moving average. So yeah, that's definitely not a. we've been trading under the 200-day moving average since January of this year. So it will prove to be extreme resistance. And if you throw on another moving average, if you throw on the 50, and you can see how it's crossed. And if I go here, give me 2 seconds, my friends. And here's your, so if I hide these drawings, make it a little more clear for you guys. So blue is 50-day moving average, and yellow is 200-day moving average. And anytime yellow crosses above blue, very, very bearish. Call it that death cross. Yeah, you know, Robin said it's more than likely UST will repeg. It'll take some time. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Robin there. So, I hate to say it, but I agree with him. So you can see, if you look back at history, right? Let's look at the history. Let's look at beginning of 2018 during that bear market, and let's have these 250-day moving averages plotted on here, and let's kind of see what history tells us what happened. So this was our top, right? This is our top back in the end of December 2017. And we didn't 100% bottom out until the 200 was above the 50. And then we see when we finally saw some relief was when the 50 crossed back over the 200. We saw another downturn as the 200 moved above, and then you can kind of see the correlation here, and I'll kind of expand it for you guys. And then we didn't really get into a big bull market until this final cross here. And then this is where we went from when this cross happened. If I just go here and I measure this move for you guys. When this cross happened, we went from... Let me do this actually. We went from... Let me redraw that again. Sorry, my friends. Give me a... chart a little smaller. So that was here. We crossed over. We went from, we saw a 550% move to the upside. And then so if we look at where we are now again, and I kind of make this a little bigger, 200 is above the 50. So this is called a death cross. Not good as far as technical analysis goes. So, and they're both trending down. And so it's going to take a lot for this 50 to cross back above the 200. But when it does, it's typically a bullish sign. So we'll see what happens. All right. Anyone else have any comments before we sign off here?
You'll do the giveaway, huh?
Yes, the giveaway. All right. Rocco, what would I do without you? You're a good man. All right. We're doing a giveaway.
Okay, don't...
12 entries. All right.
Hold on. Let me take it off that.
Will Anchor come back? I don't know, bro. Anchor's been labeled a Ponzi scheme. No good. No bueno. I mean, you think trust is bad with UST? Trust is even worse with Anchor. So, all right. We are drawing the winners. I will give 20 seconds to anyone else who wants to enter right now, because I'm drawing winners, giving away $100 in Bitcoin to 2 people. All right. So.
Okay, let's do it.
Are we excited? Are we excited to have Robin back tomorrow? My answer is no. Eddie?
Yeah, I'm excited. I miss Robin, dude.
Fucking traitor. Rocco?
Yeah, of course.
Fucking traitor.
Yeah, I see.
You're both fired. I know we don't pay you anything.
Abandon ship. Abandon ship. Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and draw our 2 winners. Robin, I swear to God, if you...
I already pictured Robin coming in tomorrow.
Robin, though. if you freaking get entry in here, bro, we're going to have some issues. All right. Let's draw some winners. Oh no. Edit. Don't pick the winner. Okay, we're gonna draw 2 winners. Hold on, guys. I apologize. Let me fix this real quick. That way we can draw 2 winners. It was only set to 1 winner. All right, now let's draw the winner. Winners. Draw winners. Draw. All right, and the winners.
Okay.
The 2 lucky winners. $50 in Bitcoin. This man is taking all our money. Luis Recinos. Congratulations, my friend.
Congrats, Luis.
Luis, I believe it's the second or third time you've won money. Stop taking my money, man. And then also, R.A. R.A. Congratulations.
All right,
Damn, Daniel?
Is it Dan, Daniel? Congratulations. Kenny again? No, that's not you.
I don't know.
Stop it, Kenny. Not to put a He's a new and he just won it. Kenny, you're good. So congratulations, Luis and RA. We have your emails. You will get an email from SinCityCrypto1@gmail. We will only do two things. We will congratulate you and ask you for your Bitcoin wallet address that you want your Bitcoin sent to. Nothing else. So please, if you get any other emails or whatever, don't. We will reach out to you and we will handle that and you will get your free Bitcoin. All right, we are done. My mouth is dry.
Thank you, guys.
Craving some nicotine. Let's roll the outro music, Mr. Producer. To our new community members, welcome to our channel. Welcome to our growing community. We're excited to have you. Times are tough, but we're growing, and you're growing with us. We're excited. On behalf of myself, Eddie, and Rocco, thank you guys so much. Robin will be back tomorrow. We're excited for that. All jokes aside, we love Robin. We love his insight. We miss you, Robin. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see all of you tomorrow as well. So until tomorrow,
peace.
Calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Smoking on a island, say she wanna ride with me. Took her on a flight, said all her bags from Italy. I sent her with a friend, they shopping there religiously. Whoa, whoa, yeah. You say she love me, but that's when she rockin' Prada bag. Said she ready for the next, I won't, not so fast. Slow down, slow down, slow down, girl, don't you crash. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Cause we can mess up that pretty face, but we can fuck up that pretty